Welcome. Find a comfortable position. Let your body grow heavy, sinking into the surface beneath you. The world outside begins to fade. All that remains is the sound of my voice and the vast, dark canvas of your imagination. We often look up at the night sky and see a beautiful chaos, a scattering of diamonds on black velvet. It feels random, infinite, untamed. But what if I told you that hidden in that chaos is a structure of almost impossible perfection? A celestial jewel crafted by forces of nature into a shape so precise it feels designed. Tonight we are not here to solve equations or memorize facts. We are here to take a gentle journey, a slow drift towards this cosmic anomaly. Let the story of the Red Square be the gentle current that carries you into a deep and peaceful sleep. For millennia, humanity has sought order in the stars. We connected the dots, creating constellations, heroes, animals, and gods to make sense of the heavens. It was our way of drawing a map on the face of infinity. It brought us comfort. Today, our eyes are far more powerful. Telescopes like Hubble and the James Webb Space Telescope have become our windows into the deep universe. They have shown us things our ancestors could never have dreamed of: swirling galaxies, explosive nebulas, and the birth of new suns. And amidst all this cosmic fire and fury, they revealed a quiet, geometric masterpiece. In the constellation Serpens the Serpent lies a young star. And around this star is a nebula unlike any other. It wasn't discovered by accident. It was found by those who were looking for the unusual, for the fingerprints of order in the grand, chaotic design. This is the story of that discovery. A journey to MWC 922, the star that paints a perfect square in the darkness. Close your eyes. Feel the gentle pull of the world one last time. A soft, familiar weight, like a heavy velvet cloak. Now imagine a thread, a single silver thread tethering you to the ground. With your next breath, let it go. Feel the connection dissolve. Slowly, gently. We begin to rise, not with a roar, but with a sigh. A quiet exhale that lifts us from the earth. The hum of the world fades below. The rush of wind, the whisper of leaves. It all softens into a distant lullaby. We drift upward, through a blanket of soft, white cloud, passing through it like a dream. The air thins. The bright blue of the sky deepens around us. First to a rich sapphire, then a deep, endless indigo. The great release. There is a moment, a silent, perfect moment, when the last touch of gravity leaves you. It does not push you away. It simply lets you go, like an open hand releasing a feather. Suddenly, you are weightless. Your body, a vessel of pure lightness, every muscle, every bone, unburdened. You are floating, adrift on a silent cosmic ocean. Look down with your mind's eye. The world you knew is shrinking. The vast landscapes of your life, the mountains and the oceans, the cities that glow like scattered embers, they are all folding into a perfect curving line. The blue marble. Our home becomes a sphere, a breathtaking jewel of swirling white and impossible blue hung in the blackness. All the lines we draw on our maps, all the urgent noises we make, they have vanished, melted into a single, silent, peaceful whole. The worries you carried, the lists you made, the hurried pace of your days, leave them there, on that beautiful distant shore. They are too small to follow us here. Here there is only the quiet, the vast, open, and welcoming dark, a gentle drift carrying us further away, further into the calm. Feel the space around you. It is not empty. It is full of peace, full of potential. A soft, black canvas, waiting for a new story to be told. We are untethered, we are free, and our journey has just begun. Let us drift now. Imagine we are leaving the shore of the known, stepping off into the great, dark ocean. The silence here is not empty. It is a presence, a soft, velvet weight, a quiet that holds everything. We float in this gentle, endless night, and we begin our journey, a slow, majestic tour of our cosmic home. First, we feel a distant warmth, a central hearth holding us in its gentle, invisible arms. This is our sun, not a fiery explosion, but a steady, golden heart. Its light travels across the void, a silent river of warmth, touching everything, giving shape to the darkness. Closer to this heart, we see a tiny, swift jewel, Mercury, a fleck of scorched diamond, forever racing along its path. Silent, shimmering, a messenger in a hurry to go nowhere. Beyond it, a world veiled in cloud. Venus, a single, perfect pearl, glowing with secrets. We cannot see its surface, we only see its soft, uniform light. A peaceful, luminous mystery, hiding a fiery nature in its quiet glow. We drift past our own home, a swirling marble of blue and white, a memory of sound, a memory of wind and water. From here, it is just another silent jewel, precious and serene, and there, ahead, a warm ember in the cold. Mars, the red jewel, it does not burn. It glows with a deep, patient light, the color of rust, the color of old canyons and sleeping volcanoes, a world of silent, red dust. A patient world, waiting, breathing a slow, geologic breath. We have crossed a threshold. Now we enter the great divide. Before us lies a river of forgotten stones, a shimmering belt of celestial dust. Countless fragments of ancient worlds, each one a silent traveler, each one following its own quiet path. They do not collide, they flow, a whispering boundary between the small worlds of rock and the giants beyond. This is the space between breaths, the pause in the cosmic sentence. We drift through it, untouched, feeling the immense, empty space that separates everything, the profound and patient architecture of the void. And on the other side, we see the outer giants. First, the king, Jupiter. So vast it seems less a planet and more a universe of its own, a painted giant of swirling cream and orange. Its storms are not violent from this distance. They are brushstrokes of liquid silk, moving in a slow, hypnotic dance that has lasted for ages. Its great red spot is not a storm, but an ancient, unblinking eye, watching over its family of moons, each moon a tiny, captured pearl, circling the immense, silent monarch. And then, we see the most breathtaking sight. Saturn. It is not loud. It is not bright. It is peaceful. A pale, golden orb, adorned with a halo of frozen moonlight. The rings. They are not solid. They are a whisper of ice and dust. Billions of tiny crystals, each catching the distant sunlight, creating a perfect, shimmering disk, a structure of impossible grace, held together by nothing but a gentle pull. It is the system's quiet jewel, a testament to the beauty of order, the poetry of gravity. We continue outward, into the deep, profound cold. Here the sun is just a bright star, its warmth a distant memory. We find the distant twins. Uranus, a pale sapphire tipped on its side, as if it is sleeping through the long cosmic twilight. Its light is faint, gentle, a soft aquamarine dream. And finally, Neptune, the last sentinel, a world of deep, impossible blue, the color of the deepest ocean trench. Winds move across its surface. But we cannot hear them. We only see the faint, dark storms, shadows moving across a deep blue canvas. It is a world of majestic solitude, drifting at the edge of the sun's reach, a final lonely jewel in the crown of our system. We pause here in the great quiet dark. We look back, The path we traveled is invisible. The planets are now just pinpricks of light. The sun, the brightest of stars. Each one in its perfect place. Each one tracing its silent, eternal circle. A family of silent wanderers, held in a perfect, unspoken dance, in the heart of the immense, quiet dark. We drift now, beyond the orbit of the final sentinel planet. The sun's gentle pull, which has guided us for so long, becomes a memory. A faint, silken thread of gravity, stretching thin. Soon it, too, will part. We are approaching a whisper on the edge of darkness, a scattered field of sleeping giants, frozen lullabies, captured in ice and rock. This is the system's outer shore, the last garden before the great dark. And so we cross, the great reef of silence, a boundary not of fire, but of profound cold. Imagine silent bells that do not ring. Imagine dust from forgotten worlds, spun into jewels of ice, each one a tiny solitary kingdom drifting in a slow cosmic ballet. They do not see us pass. They do not feel our presence. We are a ghost ship, sailing through a city of ghosts. There is no sound, no wind, only the steady, quiet hum of our own journey forward. And then, we turn, we look back. And the sun, our sun, is gone. In its place, a star. The brightest, yes, a brilliant, distant diamond, pinned to the velvet black. But it no longer warms us. It no longer owns our sky. It has given up its throne, and joined the silent, glittering court of the galaxy. It is simply one, among countless others. The home we knew is now just a point of light, a single, perfect tear on the face of the night. The last familiar tide has receded, and we are afloat on a new and deeper sea. The space ahead is different now. It is not empty. It is unoccupied. An endless, pristine canvas waiting for a new story to be told. The old map has ended. The shores of home have vanished behind us. Here, in the true and quiet dark, our search begins. And now we drift back, further and further, until the individual points of light begin to merge. They reveal a grander pattern, a structure not of sharp lines, but of gentle, sweeping curves. We are no longer looking at a collection of stars. We are witnessing a current, a celestial flow, the cosmic river. This is our home, the Milky Way, not a static island in the void, but a living, breathing river of light. Imagine, we are now adrift on this river. There is no boat, no sail, just us, and the vast, silent current. The currents are unseen, woven from the slow, patient pull of gravity. They guide us without force, a soft, cosmic tide carrying us through the night. Billions of suns flow past us, like shimmering grains of golden sand, swept along in the same timeless journey. We float through great, swirling eddies of gas, pastel clouds where new stars are being born. Then we glide through quiet, dark lanes, where cosmic dust hangs like a deep, silent fog, hiding the light from distant shores. There is no sound here, only a feeling, a slow, immense turning, a gentle, persistent pull toward a brilliant, sleeping heart at the center of it all. We are not observers. We are part of the flow, drifting peacefully on an ocean of time and starlight. Just breathe and let the river carry you. Let us pause here for a moment. Breathe in the deep, quiet dark. We often speak of the cosmos, and we use a simple word, chaos, a word that suggests confusion, a storm of randomness, an endless, aimless scattering of light and dust. But let us hold that word gently and look at it in a new light. a symphony of the unseen. Imagine you are standing in a concert hall of infinite size. The performance has already begun. It began billions of years ago. You hear a low hum, a distant shimmer of strings, a sudden bright note of a star being born. But you cannot hear every instrument. You cannot see the conductor. You do not have the sheet music. To your ears, it might sound like noise, a beautiful but unstructured collection of sounds. This is our view of the cosmos. We are listeners just arriving. We are hearing a grand symphony, but we have only just learned to recognize a single note, what we call chaos. Is perhaps a harmony too complex for our current understanding? A music whose scale is so vast, it fills all of space and all of time. The architecture of everything. Think of a shoreline at night. Countless grains of sand are shifted by a silent tide. Each one's journey is unique, unpredictable. Yet the beach itself holds its shape. The tides follow the moon with perfect, unwavering rhythm. The chaos of the individual grains serves the perfect order of the ocean. Could the universe be the same? A place where every swirling nebula, every wandering planet, every flicker of light is a grain of sand in a cosmic tide? Perhaps chaos is not the absence of order. Perhaps it is an order so profound, so intricate, that its patterns are only visible when we step back, far, far back, and see the entire shore. We are just now learning to see the moon that guides these tides. We are just now beginning to understand that we are not adrift in a random storm, but part of a magnificent breathing system, a system whose rules are written not in ink, but in gravity and light, a system not of disorder, but of profound and hidden design. And within this grand, misunderstood symphony, within this intricate architecture, there are clues. There are quiet moments of impossible structure, like a single, perfect chord held in the vastness, a note of pure geometry, waiting to be heard, a hint that the sheet music, the blueprint, is there for us to find. To truly understand a perfect line, we must first drift through the perfect storm. To find the quiet pattern in the cosmos, we must first embrace its magnificent chaos. So let your mind grow light, let go of the shore, and float with me now into the heart of a stellar tempest. Imagine the silence around us being replaced by a whisper of color, a murmur of light. We are journeying toward a place of becoming, a celestial womb where stars are born in fire and glory, a cathedral of color. Here, the universe is not building with stone. It is painting with light. It is sculpting with stardust. Vast clouds of incandescent gas swirl around us, immense billowing curtains of light. Imagine dipping your hand into a river of pure color. That is what it feels like here. Rivers of glowing magenta flow into seas of deep violet. They twist and fold into one another, a celestial dance of form and emptiness. Great mountains of glowing amber rise before us, their peaks soft, like smoldering embers. Veils of sapphire smoke drift past, as thin as a dream, and through them gossamer threads of emerald light, the handiwork of unseen forces. There is no blueprint here, no architect's steady hand, no straight line, no perfect corner. There is only the endless, swirling flow, a divine and beautiful turbulence, the first deep breath of a new creation, a masterpiece of magnificent, glorious disarray. And from the very heart of this glowing sanctuary, a fierce, primal energy pushes outward, a warmth on your skin, even across the void. The forges of infant suns, listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. Can you feel that deep, rhythmic pulse, a humming vibration that resonates within you? It is the heartbeat of infant suns, thousands upon thousands, igniting all at once. They are the brilliant, fiery hearts of this cosmic cloud. Each one a tiny, furious forge, turning cosmic dust into pure, blinding light. Their energy pours out, a stellar wind that pushes the delicate dust away, carving great, hollow caverns in the glowing gas, revealing the new light within. Their first breath is not gentle. It is a brilliant, primal shout across the void, a silent, fiery roar that says, "I am," a declaration of existence. They burn with the wild, untamed energy of youth, unpredictable, unrestrained, a celestial wildfire spreading through the velvet haze. They do not appear in neat, orderly rows. They cluster and scatter like seeds on the wind, like diamonds thrown carelessly across a painter's cloth. Their birth is a beautiful violence, a radiant explosion of potential, followed by an eternity of calm, steady light. This place, this cosmic nursery, is a testament to the raw power of creation. It is breathtaking in its scale, alive with a palette of impossible color and fire. But it is a storm, a wild cosmic garden with no gardener to tend it, a grand symphony with no conductor to guide it. Everything is in constant, swirling motion. Everything is changing moment by moment. It is the universe at its most raw, its most passionate, its most wonderfully, beautifully disordered. And now, having rested for a moment in this beautiful storm, we can begin our search for the calm, for the quiet pattern, the impossible structure, hidden in the deep. But let us turn our gaze from the cradle, from the soft, patient glow of becoming. Not all cosmic art is born of a gentle touch. Some is born of a final, violent roar. Imagine a star that has lived its full, brilliant life, a life of 1 billion years, burning brightly, a constant, steady heart in the darkness. Now imagine its final moment, not a gentle fading, but a great and sudden exhalation, a flash of impossible light that outshines entire galaxies, an ending that is also a new, chaotic beginning, a shattered masterpiece. Here we witness the aftermath, the ghost of that final, brilliant breath. This is not a cloud, soft and swirling. This is a wound in the fabric of space, a beautiful, intricate scar. We see threads of light, tangled filaments of glowing gas, a web of captured lightning, frozen in time. It is the universe's shattered, stained glass. Each shard, a memory of the star's core, each wisp of color, an echo of its fury. This is the silent scream of a dying sun, made visible, made eternal. There is no gentle geometry here, no perfect square. Instead, we find a Jackson Pollock of the heavens, a splatter of creation, a glorious, untamed mess. Tendrils of crimson and sapphire reach out, like the last desperate grasp of a titan. They twist and braid themselves into a ghostly lace, a tapestry woven by a titan's final roar. This is not the peace of the nursery. This is the majestic violence of an ending, the echo of power. And yet, feel the energy that remains. This is not just an image, it is a resonance, the memory of power so vast it continues to expand outward, pushing the darkness away, forcing it to make room for this new, wild shape. The nursery was a promise whispered. The supernova remnant is a declaration shouted, a testament to the raw, untethered force of the cosmos. Within these chaotic threads, these tangled ribbons of light, are the heavy pigments of the universe, the gold, the silver, the iron, all forged in that one final cataclysmic moment, and scattered like seeds on the cosmic winds. Here, in this beautiful destruction, this seemingly unstructured explosion, lies the potential for everything to come. A star had to shatter, so that new worlds could one day be born from its dust. We are looking at both a tomb and a treasure chest, the untamed beauty of an ultimate sacrifice. Let your mind drift through these filaments, trace the paths of shattered light. There is no map here, no simple path to follow, only the wild, breathtaking freedom of chaos, the final, exquisite mark left by a fallen giant. And so, we drift. We release our hold on the familiar shore of stars. We let the river of the Milky Way flow behind us, outward, further outward, beyond the last shimmering lights, beyond the final faint whispers of galaxies. We are traveling now into the space between, the intergalactic void. Let the word fade from your mind. Let the idea of emptiness dissolve. We are not entering a void. We are entering a sanctuary, a great, quiet room, at the heart of everything. The stars have receded, one by one, like distant candles gently blown out. The cosmic dust has settled. The nebulae have drawn their soft curtains. We have arrived in a place known only as the Great Stillness. Here, there is no up or down, no forward, no back. There is only the gentle suspension of being, a perfect equilibrium. Imagine a single drop of ink, held in an infinite glass of clear water, perfectly still, perfectly balanced. That is where we are now, floating in the absolute center. The silence here is different. It is not an absence of sound. It is a presence, a deep, resonant hum, so low and so ancient, it is felt more than heard. It is the universe, breathing. And in this stillness, we breathe with it, in and out, a slow cosmic rhythm, the pulse of creation itself, a velvet ocean. Imagine the darkness around us, not as an empty space, but as a substance, soft and heavy, like ancient velvet, cool and deep, like a bottomless ocean. We are not falling through it. We are held by it, cradled by the immense, gentle pressure of the cosmos. Every worry, every thought is soothed by this deep, dark fabric. The hum of distant engines fades, the cosmic winds grow quiet, the chatter of light years ceases. All that remains is the peaceful dark, the comforting weightlessness, the gentle rhythm of your own breath, echoing in the grand silence. Feel the journey slow, feel the momentum cease. We are simply here, suspended, safe, in the deep, dark heart of it all. The cleansing emptiness. This emptiness is not empty. It is a cleansing, a quiet rinsing of the mind, a gentle release. The noise of the day dissolves here. The weight of thought becomes light as a feather. The bright colors and sharp shapes we have seen on our journey, they all fade now to a perfect, peaceful dark. This is a sensory reset, a palate cleanser for the soul. It is a pause between the notes of a grand symphony, a held breath in perfect anticipation. There is nothing to see, so our inner sight awakens. There is nothing to hear, so we begin to truly listen. In this profound quiet, we find clarity. In this perfect dark, our focus grows sharp. The canvas is now clean, the stage is set, the mind is calm and open, and from this place of absolute peace, we turn our attention. Ready? Ready to perceive what was hidden in the light, ready to understand the shape that waits for us, just ahead, in the silence. But now, something changes. Feel it in the stillness. The gentle, aimless drift has found a focus. Our journey through this velvet expanse was once a passive dream, a ride upon the solar winds. Now a quiet intention awakens within us. The current of our awareness slows. Our gaze, once wide and wandering across a billion points of light, now narrows. It focuses. It begins to search. We are no longer just seeing. We are looking. And we are no longer just floating. We are listening. a different kind of silence. Imagine the cosmos is not silent. Imagine it is a symphony of immense, slow sounds, the low hum of gravity bending light, the faint crystalline crackle of newborn stars, the deep resonant sigh of nebulae collapsing into life. This is the sound of chaos, the beautiful untamed music of existence. But we are not listening for the symphony. We are listening for the soloist. We are straining to hear the one note that does not belong. Beneath the static of creation, beyond the cosmic roar, we sense a different kind of silence. A silence that is not empty, but full of a quiet purpose. It is not an absence of sound, but the presence of a pattern. A whisper so orderly, so deliberate, it cuts through the universal noise like a beam of light through mist. This is what has drawn us here. Not a star, not a galaxy, but a feeling. A faint magnetic pull, a resonance deep within our journey. A sense that somewhere in this magnificent, sprawling wilderness, a thought was left behind. An echo of intention. We are listening for the whisper of a straight line in a universe of curves, the ghost of a perfect corner in a cosmos that only knows how to expand, the signature of structure, the hint of a design. And so we attune ourselves, we quiet the mind. We let the chaotic chorus of the galaxies wash over us, and we listen for the space between the notes, for the steady, patient rhythm beneath the storm. We are searching now, drifting, yes, but with a destination held in our mind's eye, a destination we can only find by listening. Our journey now has a destination. A gentle current guides us toward a winding river of starlight. Imagine a serpent of light coiled in the velvet dark of space. This is the constellation Serpens. It is an ancient part of the sky, a celestial garden where time itself breathes. Here, the oldest stars drift like embers from a forgotten fire. Their light is soft, a golden memory of what once was. They are the quiet guardians of cosmic history, whispering tales of ages past. But this is not a place of endings alone. Beside these sleeping giants, new beginnings stir. We see vast, beautiful clouds of dust, ethereal veils waiting to ignite. These are the nurseries of the cosmos, where new suns are dreaming themselves into existence. A realm of infinite potential. It is a place of perfect, gentle balance. A tapestry woven from memory and promise, from the ancient and the new. And it is here, within this quiet, celestial serpent, that our secret lies. Deep within this cosmic cradle, our perfect red square waits to be found. Let us drift now, far out into the silent dark. Imagine we are floating, untethered, in an endless ocean of night. Our journey takes us across vast, quiet emptiness, past sleeping galaxies and lonely rivers of dust. Our focus settles on a single distant point of light, a star known only by its name, MWC 922. But as we draw nearer, we see this is no ordinary star. It does not burn with a brilliant silver fire. It does not shine with a cold, distant blue. Instead, it glows. It glows with a soft and unusual warmth, a deep, dreaming red, like the last ember in a cosmic fireplace, a slow, steady heartbeat of ruby light in the velvet black. It is a color that holds a secret, and as our gaze softens, as our senses adjust to this gentle light, we begin to perceive something more, something faint, almost impossible to see. Around this crimson heart, there is a whisper of a shape. A delicate structure, like a watermark on the dark paper of space. It is a phantom outline, a ghost of a form, a hint of an impossible perfection, waiting in the stillness. A subtle suggestion that we have found something truly extraordinary. The infinite forward momentum, the silent rush through the star fields, begins to dissolve. Feel the change in rhythm. A great cosmic current that carried us on its waves now eases into a gentle, quiet stream. We are no longer racing past sleeping giants of gas and ice. We are drifting, floating now, on the deep, still water of space. Our senses, once wide to the expanse, now begin to draw inward. Our focus narrows, pulling away from the breathtaking tapestry of a billion galaxies and settling on a single, curious thread of light. And there it is, a distant beacon. It does not burn like a star, flaring with the furious energy of a nuclear heart. It does not shimmer like a distant world, borrowing its soft glow from a parent sun. This is something other, something ancient and calm and profoundly still. Imagine a single, perfect ember, left to glow in the vast, cold hearth of the universe. A soft, geometric warmth. A whisper of deep crimson against the velvet of endless night. It calls to us, not with a shout or a brilliant flash, but with a steady, silent hum. A low, resonant frequency that our drifting consciousness seems to understand on a forgotten level. And so, we allow the current to guide us as we begin the slow approach. With every breath, with every gentle beat of your heart, the abyss between us and this object shrinks. But the object itself does not grow brighter in the way a star would. It does not swell to fill our vision. It simply becomes more clear, more defined, more present. Its form holds a strange, impossible geometry, an echo of perfect order in this beautiful wilderness of chaos, a shape that feels intentional, a structure that feels designed. What is this silent, glowing enigma we are drawing closer to? This perfect form, waiting patiently for us in the deep dark. Let us drift closer, ever closer, and let its mystery unfold, like a flower in a dream, a secret told only to the quiet mind of the sleeper. And so, we drift closer. The crimson haze, once a soft blush in the distance, begins to thin, like morning fog lifting from a silent lake. Our journey through the star-dusted dark has brought us to the edge of this mystery, and the shape within the light is beginning to change. The blur is resolving. The soft suggestion is hardening into a statement. The emergence of order. Imagine a thread pulled taut in a river of smoke. That is the first line we see. It does not waver. It does not bend to the stellar winds. It is a clean, confident stroke of impossible clarity. This is not a stream of gas, shaped by gravity's gentle hand. This is not a trail of light from a passing comet. It is an edge, a boundary, a division between the nebula and something else. And then, a second line appears, parallel to the first, perfectly spaced, as if measured by a compass only the cosmos could hold. The universe we know is a masterpiece of curves, the sweep of a galaxy's arm, the arc of a planet's orbit, the roundness of a star. Everything flows, everything bends, but not this. This is a new rule, a new law being written in the sky before our very eyes, a geometry of defiance. And where these lines meet others, something profound occurs, something that feels wrong, and yet so perfectly right. A corner, a sharp, deliberate, 90-degree angle, carved into the soft fabric of the void. It is a pause in the cosmic dance, a sudden, jarring halt in the endless waltz of celestial bodies. Think of it. In all the swirling chaos, in all the blooming, breathing clouds of creation, here is a corner, as crisp as a folded page, as definite as a crystal. It feels alien, an idea, a thought, given form. This is not the language of nature. It is the language of intention. A quiet, breathtaking rebellion against the curves of infinity. The form resolves itself now, piece by impossible piece. 4 straight lines, 4 perfect corners, a shape of pure geometry, glowing with the fire of a captured star. It is a window where no window should be, a door standing open in the heart of chaos, a perfect silent square holding its form in defiance of everything we know. Let us drift now from form to feeling. Let us simply observe the color, the palette of this cosmic masterpiece. It is not the red of alarm or of passion. It is a gentler hue, a deeper truth. We find ourselves floating before a canvas of crimson. Imagine the color of ancient wine, held to a distant light, the deep velvet red of a closing curtain on a perfect day. This is the color of a heart at rest, the slow, steady glow of an ember, breathing softly in the dark, a profound and peaceful ruby that holds the warmth of a star long gone. It is a color that does not shout, it hums, a low, resonant frequency of calm, a color that cradles the quiet corners of the universe. But this rich ruby field is not uniform. It is woven with light, caught in veils of golden dust. Delicate threads of orange and gold trace the perfect lines of the square. They are not painted on, but seem to breathe from within. Like spun gold stretched across a silken cloth, a soft dusting of honeyed light, a whisper of warmth, clinging to the structure like morning dew. This is what happens when starlight travels a long, long way. It journeys through the finest cosmic dust, a gentle filter, a cosmic veil. Each particle of dust catches the light and lets only the warmest, softest tones pass through. The result is a sunset, but a sunset without a sun, a sunset without an end. It is the perpetual twilight of the galaxy, a single, perfect moment of dusk stretched into eternity. A quiet glow, promising a long and peaceful night. And so, we must ask ourselves a quiet question. Is what we are seeing real? Or is it merely an illusion? A beautiful mirage painted on the velvet canvas of the void. The tricks of light. The cosmos, after all, is a grand magician. It plays with distance. It bends the light. It connects distant, lonely stars into fleeting pictures, a trick of perspective, a celestial dance of chance. Our minds, so eager for pattern, often find faces in the clouds and castles in the cosmic dust. So we wonder, is this perfect square just another phantom, another ghost in the grand machine of the universe? But as we linger here, as we simply watch, that thought begins to dissolve. The doubt melts away like frost in the starlight, an unwavering form, because this shape does not waver. It does not shift or shimmer as we drift. The lines remain too clean, too deliberate. The angles hold their perfect, silent truth. This is no chance alignment of ancient suns, no trick of the cosmic eye. The geometry is real, the structure is undeniable, and its presence here, in the deep and endless night, is a profound and solid mystery. And so, after a long journey through the star fields, after drifting past the soft, formless clouds of creation, we finally arrive. We adjust our gaze and let the universe reveal its secret. There, in the silent, velvet dark, we see it. Not a swirl, not a chaotic burst of gas, but something else entirely, something that does not seem to belong. We are greeted by the crimson blueprint. Before us hangs a figure of impossible precision, a perfect, glowing red square, etched into the void. Imagine a single, hidden star, wrapped in a thick, dark ring of cosmic dust, a belt of shadow at its equator. This star wants to shine, to cast its light in all directions, but the ring holds it back, so the light can only escape upwards and downwards, pouring out from the star's poles in two magnificent opposing cones, two perfect pyramids of light joined at their tips, a celestial hourglass measuring an eternity. And from our distant viewpoint, here on our quiet world, this cosmic hourglass presents itself as a flawless square. Its four sides are perfectly straight. Its corners are impossibly sharp, a divine piece of geometry floating in the deep. It glows with the soft, warm color of a ruby held to a flame, a deep, serene crimson. And within its shape we can see faint, glowing rungs, like the steps of a ladder, leading from one edge of the universe to another. It is a window, a doorway, a cosmic jewel box left open for us to find. It is a moment of profound order in an endless ocean of chaos, a quiet testament, a silent, glowing whisper that the universe dreams not only of spirals and spheres, but of straight lines and perfect forms, a sanctuary of stillness, a red square drawn by starlight. Let us drift closer now, so close that we no longer see the shape, but only its edge, its boundary. These are not walls as we understand them. They are not barriers of solid matter. They do not contain, they define. Lines of perfect thought. Imagine a blade forged from pure light, a filament of crimson energy, so impossibly fine it has no physical width, only a perfect, undeniable presence. Each of the four sides is such a line, a flawless, unwavering beam of ruby luminescence. It slices cleanly through the velvet darkness. Not with violence, not with force, but with absolute, silent clarity. A perfect division, the endless chaos of the cosmos on one side, and the silent, structured piece of the square on the other. Look closely at that line. There is no blur, no gentle fade from red to black. There is only the startling, breathtaking certainty of a perfect boundary. A thought drawn across the void with a divine and steady hand. It does not waver. It does not tremble. It does not hesitate. It is the very definition of form. A flawless statement written in a language of pure geometry. A silent, resonant chord held for all eternity. This is not merely a structure. It is a truth made visible. As our focus softens, as we drift deeper into the image, we begin to perceive a structure even more delicate, a pattern of impossible grace. Across the great cones of light, faint bars appear, perfectly parallel, perfectly spaced. They are etched into the glow, like whispers of a secret architecture. The rungs of infinity. We see them now, a celestial ladder laid across the void. Each bar is a rung, inviting our minds to climb, step by step, breath by breath, ascending a stairway made not of substance, but of starlight itself. What mystery lies at the top of this impossible climb? Or perhaps they are not a ladder at all. Imagine instead a vast, silent pond, a cosmic surface undisturbed for eons. These bars are frozen ripples, echoes of a single ancient pulse, a heartbeat from the hidden star. They are the memory of motion, now held in perfect stillness. A fragile harmony, a fleeting song sheet, where the notes are written in light and shadow, showing us a structure within a structure, a deeper order in the cosmic dream. And now, let us drift closer still. Our gaze travels inward, past the golden rungs of our celestial ladder, through the luminous hourglass walls. We journey to the very center of it all. Here, at the absolute heart of the nebula, we find not a brilliant light, but a profound and perfect shadow. Imagine a dark, spinning disk, a flat river of cosmic dust, thick and opaque, circling the core like a solemn secret. This is a veil drawn across the face of a sun. Behind this curtain of stardust, hidden from our view, is the source of everything we see. The silent engine, the quiet beating heart of this celestial cathedral. It is a star, a whisper in the dark, its light held captive. This is the unseen conductor, breathing life into the glowing cones, powering this magnificent display from a chamber of shadow. All of this structure, all of this impossible geometry, flows from a source we can only feel, a furnace hidden in the dark, patiently, powerfully, shaping the void. And now, we drift. Let us pull back from the glowing threads, away from the delicate, shimmering walls. The details we were so close to begin to merge. They soften and resolve into a grander shape. The complete form now hangs before us in the void. A silent piece of cosmic architecture. It does not move. It does not shift. It is a frozen symphony, its final note held for an eternity. A perfect static creation, suspended in the deep. A perfect hum, and in this perfect stillness, we can almost hear it. Imagine listening, not with your ears, but with your very being. There is no violent chorus, no chaotic noise. There is only a single, unwavering tone. A low, perfect, resonant hum. It is the sound of geometry, the sound of light arranged so precisely that it sings a quiet note of order. The vibration of absolute balance. A fundamental frequency of the cosmos made visible. This is the sound of stillness itself. The soft, deep music of a thought, captured and held forever in the stars. Ошибка. 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 And so, our vessel slows, pulling back from the glowing red structure. The perfect lines of the red square soften, blending once more into the star field. We have witnessed a cosmic secret, a testament to the fact that even in the vast, swirling chaos of the universe, there exists a deep, underlying elegance, a natural tendency toward structure, harmony, and beauty. This perfect form was not an accident. It was the inevitable result of physical laws playing out on a galactic stage. Just as this nebula finds its form amidst the void, so too can your mind find its own point of stillness amidst the chaos of thought. The order is always there, waiting to be found. As you drift now, on the very edge of sleep, carry this image with you, the image of perfect calm, of serene structure. Your journey is complete. Thank you for traveling with me tonight. Rest well, and may your dreams be as peaceful as the silent, ordered geometry of the cosmos.